Did you feel a responsibility? Because you did that, is Swingers one where y'all go to Las Vegas? Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you ever feel like a responsibility to people that were going to Vegas? Like some guy that got like GHB'd by a hooker or something. It's like, I'm here because of Vin. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever feel like you ever lay in bed at night and be like, how many dudes are laying without a kidney in an ice bath right now?
Funny. No, I always looked at like storytelling in comedy, like, you know, they're stories like campfire stories. Same with comedy. So they're not like how-to books.
But people take them that way.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's like, you know, I remember like when I would watch, you know, fun movies, they were escapism. But we were never so fucking dumb that we were like, oh, they're telling me like I got to go out and risky business. I got to go get some hookers and fucking get into Harvard. Do you know what I mean? Like they were having fun with. They were having fun with what was going on at the culture.
Right.
So like in that movie, it was the mom and dad are like, you got to go to Harvard. You can't fucking have a party. And he's like, I'm a fucking horny teenager. I'm looking to fucking mix it up. Like I'm living right now. And so the idea of that was the thing that was a problem, saying what the fuck, and running hookers as a pimp for the suburban kids. That's actually the thing that got him into Harvard, right? It's a crazy movie, but we never were like, oh yeah, these guys are my parents and they're telling me I better go fucking start a brothel out of my fucking basement, going back to basements. Like, no, it was escapism. It's fun. So like Swingers is really about, you know, friends helping a friend get past a breakup.
Yeah.
And, but you know, who wants to watch perfect people? These are people that have some good, some bad. And that's the journey of the story, where you go through people and you get to learn from what they did right or what they did wrong. If you go back to like even the Bible or Greek mythology, some of these morality tales, it's like someone does this and here's the consequences of it. They're not all stories like everyone's doing everything right. Most of these human stories are someone made a decision based on ego or what was important in the moment, and they paid
the price.
Right.
Yeah, the one
and
guy's
those
got to keep
those are important stories.
Yeah. Well, there were, like moral tales, like Aesop's fables they had when I was a kid. Like they had different things like that. I wonder if they still have that stuff for kids, because there was a lot of stuff that was like kind of common in culture. That was where you would learn things from. But yeah, if you watch Forrest Gump and you go out and break both your legs so you
try to run across the country.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
And try to
then I guess you're like Forrest in some. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
right? But like I never took that serious. It's like where the parents at.
Yeah.
You know, it's like same with albums. When we were kids, they started putting these warning labels on an album.
Oh yeah, parental advisory. Remember that?
It was like Tipper O'Neill or something. They were putting like these.
It's a parental advisory. It was a black and white.
But that
sticker.
would make us buy it.
Yeah.
It's like, let me hear that fucking uninhibited,
dude,
unfiltered.
yeah.
Let me, right? Parental guidance. But like as kids, we weren't like, when I was listening to NWA, this wasn't like a fucking how-to manual.
Yeah.
I was digging someone having a strong opinion, unapologetic from their experience. I was like, fuck, I want to, let me fucking listen to that. That's fun.
Yeah.
But we were never so fucking dumb. Do you know what I mean? That's part of the problem that they make it. And I was like, everyone's so fucking stupid that if you see, you know, any kind of movie or story that it's somehow encouraging kids to do it. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna listen to rock and roll and watch some people make some bad decisions and laugh. You know what I mean? Like, when did that become a thing where like if you do a set out, you're funny, I hear your shit. You're not
lawsuits. That's what did it probably. People sue for a thing probably. But yeah, if you got so attached, you're like, oh, I believe this, now I'm gonna.
Like when you do your sets, and I enjoy them, sometimes you're going further with a point of view to get a point across. You're not hoping you're reaching some fucking 8-year-old kid to go follow, you know what I mean? You're like.
Right. Yeah, that's all a bunch of shit.
You're being entertaining and fun. And I think there's a place for that. I think if anything, that's what got in the way, was that everyone started to put these things under a microscope. Like, I don't know, like when we were kids in school, if we go to the auditorium and they would give us like a safety film on fucking bicycles, we'd just make fun of that shit all day long.
Oh,
I'm not telling kids to go out and, you know, but everyone's got to assume whatever risk you want to take. Like everyone's different. You got to decide, are you going to cross the highway because you want to get to that candy store and try to dodge the cars? No one should do that.
Yeah.
But everyone ultimately is going to make their choices.
Yeah. And there'll be people that do and people that don't, you know?
Right.
But yeah.
But how do we...
I saw a bike video and I was like, first of all, I'm never wearing a bike helmet because I understand it's safe. I know it is, but I don't want my children to see me in a bike helmet because
it's culture.
my son and I would never be able to make eye contact the same way.
Wore. I mean, now
We
all the
didn't
kids
have
have
it.
to. We didn't know what the fuck that was. And in a way, I think it kept us, in some ways, but I felt like I was safer because I could try to jump that.
Yeah.
But there ain't no fucking way I'm going to jump that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the helmet.
Yeah.
Like we knew I may get some fucking scabs and shit and hit my face if I put like, a wooden board on 2 things.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not doing 5 because I don't have a fucking helmet. You know what I mean? Like it was self-regulatory. If you got me all fucking Michelin man and dressed up, I might try to go back like evil and try to jump the fucking Snake River. But I'm just saying, like entertainment and stories, I think have fun with it and you should watch it. But I mean, really? What percentage of the population thinks that it's a how-to book?
Yeah, who's going to watch?
And by the way, do we cater everything to the fucking, naive kid who's looking to jump on any story he sees like that's the way to live his life?
It's kind of what we do. That's kind of what we've done anyway.
Right.
And hopefully that's kind of correcting course.
We can't
I
watch
think.
Dirty Harry because you think you can just go fucking shoot a criminal without talking to him? No, it's Escape. You're like, yeah, that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like you like it as a story.
Yeah. But
I don't
that's
know-
what it was.
Yeah, but I think everyone kind of got that more. Like I wasn't listening to
but
rock. I wasn't listening to rock and hip hop and shit.
Right. But I think it was lawyers that did it. They're like, oh, this is what happened.
Or the do-gooders. Maybe they meant well.
Right.
But don't you create a whole other series of problems? Because if you can't express those feelings through movies and songs, where do those feelings go?
Yeah.
Like if storytelling and stand-up or
Disappears.
movies isn't the place to
Right.
or podcast, if we can't express ideas there or feelings, what do you do with those? You can't have those feelings? It's crazy.
Oh, I think one day a smile will be in a museum and you go to see it, I really
I
do.
hope not. I don't think so. I don't think.
I hope not,
I don't.
too.
You don't. Ultimately, I know you don't believe
I don't think
that.
I really, that's
You
kind
think
of a
there's
joke.
a warning of it,
Right. I think we're getting
but
close.
we're going to push against it.
If you
Yeah.
want to see feelings, you have to go to a museum. Oh, this was happiness. Look, children.
I think these kids sometimes. I think there's a place for. I think it's good. I'm not saying it's all.
Yeah.
The pendulum always goes too far in one direction. I think it's good to have skills to talk about stuff, but it's always a little bit like this. Like, if you have a breakup with a girl that's bad, and we're friends, I'm going to clear the decks. Our other friends are going to do it, and we want to hear everything you got to say about this breakup, and we're going to give you our perspective, and we're going to really focus on it. And that may go on for a week, but after 3 weeks, you're not allowed to talk about it anymore. There's nothing else to say. We got to drop it and move on. You got to get in a new bad relationship. You know what I mean? Like we can't keep talking about that.
Yeah.
And so I think what happens sometimes is we're indulging, talking and exploring it. There's a time to do it. You need to do it. But at some point, if you're always bringing up the stuff, you just kind of stay depressed.
Yeah.
Like there's a process to digesting it, and then there's a process of pushing it away and trying to get into something new. But if you're only focused on it, it just doesn't go away.
Well, you're kind of getting addicted to self-pity too at that point in a way,
Or you're just always living in that, and it's going to make you sad.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's something that's kind of like been like kind of a societal, just a weird tour that we took in society of like, that there's something always wrong with us,
Well, who isn't there something wrong with?
Hopefully everybody there's something wrong
As
with.
you get older, you start to go, my God, everyone's a little nuts.
Yeah.
Like we're all holding it together. But if you see people by themselves, like there's no one you would be like, that guy's like at home living, you know what I mean? Like everyone's got shit that's crazy.
Oh, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Dude, the best thing is imagining that people are at home just fucking, putting lipstick on.
Urban liqueur.
Yeah.
Finding some urban liqueur and some
Drinking some
French,
urban
and hopefully
liqueur.
some French magazine.